Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this week's preps. So, I have a lot of this in my storage. We really use a lot of vitamin C, and I get this at Wally World. This is $10. If you are a Sam's Club member, you can get 3 boxes for $20. The reason I didn't do that is because I have enough of that, and every time I buy the 3-pack, it has raspberry, orange, and tangerine. Well, we're okay with orange. We don't really care for tangerine, and we all love the raspberry. So we end up with all the other orange flavors left over. But you just mix this in water, and you're good to go. So that was that. And then I have a lot of razors in storage, and I will probably continue to put a lot more in. I have to start going through my preps. They're pretty well organized. I have some things that still need organized, but I have a lot of razors. These are the ones that my husband prefers to use, and I bought this because I had a $4 coupon, and this was $7. So we got that for $3, and that's why it'll just either go to one of my sons or in the preps. My husband doesn't like this because the 5 razor, he said, is just too many for him, and he likes these razors. If you're a guy who needs a better razor, I don't know, he said these razors are pretty far apart, so it's kind of self-cleaning as well. Then we just got a little bit of Irish Spring, and again, I had a coupon, $1 off 2, and so that's why I got that. And I went with the original scent because they also say if you put this in certain areas that it helps to keep bugs away. Not sure about that, but I will go ahead and put it in the box that holds our toilet paper, so it'll just be there. We only use liquid soap, and that's what's mostly in my stocks, but I realized I didn't have hardly any bar soap, so I started stocking up on some of that. Also, I use toothpaste that is fluoride free. It's normally always available for my grandson as well, although he prefers Crest. So I had a $2 off any multi-pack, and that was $4, so I paid two something for that multi-pack. My husband prefers this baking soda and peroxide. I don't use it because it has fluoride. I use one of these. I also had coupons, 50 cents off the child's one, and I think it was $2 off the adult one. So again, I have a lot of toothpaste in my storage, and I'm really only going to buy it if I have a really good coupon for it. So then I had coupons for all these feminine products, and I'm talking high value coupons. If it's a 25-cent off coupon, I'm not going to bother with it, especially if it's just to put in the storage. Occasionally they'll come out with $1 or $2 coupons. If it's a dollar coupon and the item's $1.97, well then I'll go ahead and get that. And if it's, like one shampoo coupon was always $4 off when you buy 2. Well, I would get those every time. Well, then they lowered it to $3 and then $2 off 2. So I don't get it anymore. Okay, and then that's that. That's what we got for the preps there. I think that's it that we got from Wally World. Then I have some Amazon preps. We love to use these jars, and I don't pay full price for them. If you look up a Fido jar on Amazon, they're going to want like $6 to $10 for that jar right there. And I just find them at the Goodwill store. I used to buy them when they were $2. Now I buy them when they're half off of the $2 because I have enough. I don't need to pay a lot of money for them. So I'll get them when they're down to $1, maybe $1.50. Depending on the size and depending on whether I need it or not. The Fido ones are really nice ones. When you get those, they always have rubber seals that are always decrepit. So I've actually used that to my advantage to get it at a lower price at a thrift store. Wow, I got to get a new seal for this. Look at this. And they're like, oh, well, you know what? You can have it for 50 cents. So I'll be like, okay, because the seals aren't cheap. I used to get these colored ones on Amazon from a company called Second Shelf, and they came in all different colors, and I really like them. They're nice, thick silicone. The only silicone ones I've found to replace that are rather thin, so I got these Fido ones also off of Amazon, but they're rubber. They're not silicone. So again, there's going to be that problem of breaking down in a few years. Let me see, where else? Oh, the other Amazon. In my subscribe and save, I get one of these every 3 or 4 months, so I think I have 3 of these. That's the perfect example of, building your preps over time. So now I have 3 or 4 of these, and it's taken me probably a little over a year to get that many, but it's no big deal because it, slowly over time. So this is a splint. It's a padded aluminum splint, and I add this to my subscribe and save, and I think I end up paying $4 for that, maybe. Also, something we stock up on, vitamin D. A lot of people don't realize they're deficient in vitamin D. Not you people out west who get, probably, if you're outside, you're probably not deficient. But you get vitamin D from the sunlight, and here in the east, in the winter, people are going to be deficient in vitamin D. But even during the summer, we take extra vitamin D. It's really good for pain. It's really good for your joints. So we'll take extra of that. The dogs are going wild. Also, on Amazon, I get these in my subscribe and save, and I have a lot of these in my food storage. I'll take them out of the box, and then I'll put 12 of them in Mylar, and then I'll drink a cup of the tea, and then I'll take the little tea bag and tape that to the outside of the Mylar. I really like Herbal Tea, and these traditional medicinal brands are really, really good. So they sell at the local store, Walmart, for $5 a box. When you get them on subscribe and save, I'm paying $3.50 a box. And then sometimes it'll drop down to $3. If you get a 6-pack, they'll drop down to $18 for a 6-pack. And we will use the tea. So I really like this tea. They also have the traditional medicinals has a box that's called, it's a sampler pack, and it has all of their herbal teas that are good for colds. So if you wanted to start slow, try with that, the seasonal sampler. It's really good, and nice way to cut back on your medicine and pamper yourself when you're sick. But this nighty-night tea really helps you sleep if you can't sleep. Then I think we're jumping up to the dollar store preps. We sure are. So my Dollar Tree hardly ever gets this in anymore. They've even reduced their 10-ounce Dawn to a 9-ounce Dawn. Even at Walmart, it's now a much smaller bottle of Dawn. So they're raising the prices. You don't notice it on the shelf, but you notice it in the product. And at least it wasn't the double whammy. I hate when the companies do a double whammy and they make the product smaller and raise the price. That's just nasty. But I got one of these because it met my buy price for Dawn, which, to stock up, I have a buy price for everything. 10 cents an ounce for my Dawn, and I won't generally even buy my Dawn dish liquid at Sam's Club because it's more per ounce than I can get at the other stores. So even if you belong to a club, a membership club like Sam's Club or Costco, you still got to know what your prices are. And I did buy this huge pump Dawn, and it's really convenient to leave over there on the sink, but it's huge. I mean, I guess if I had a restaurant, it wouldn't matter, but I used it, and it's so convenient. I think when I have company, I'll probably just have to take it off of the sink. Or maybe, you know, maybe I could just take this little thing off here and it wouldn't look so bad. Or I can put a picture, a nice picture on there. Or just quit being so damn lazy and put it under the sink. But I only bought this because it was $10 at Sam's Club. And it was on sale. So that is well below my 10 cents an ounce for Dawn. Nextly, from the Dollar Tree, I got these B12 shots. The, you know, just energy shots. It also has other B vitamins, taurine and caffeine in it, but no sugar. Normally, my husband will use these 5-hour extra energies, and I think they're like $3 when you buy them singly in a convenience store. But I got him I think a 12-pack at Sam's Club, and they were still a heck of a lot more than these. But I hate to spend the money, but I think I told you before, he's in transportation, and if he has to drive all night or stay awake all night, these will help wake him up, because he can't just turn around and say, hey, make me a cup of coffee, because, you know, he'd be talking to a wall. So I picked these up at Dollar Tree. $1, of course. When I say Dollar Tree, it's $1. Dollar General isn't $1. Also, because of the season coming up, I added a few more of these. This is a children's pain relief, and it's just acetaminophen. I like to keep this around when my grandson got his braces on. I think he went through a whole bottle of this, and it's good for, you know, when he gets his braces tightened, or, you know, just a general ouch. So I don't like to give that too much, though. But if you need it, you gotta have it. So that was $1. I picked up 2 of those. And then here's the nighttime cold and flu. My husband uses this a lot, so I like to keep it in the storage. And I don't generally just go buy a huge bottle of it. It might be cheaper per ounce. I like that it's a small bottle and much easier to handle, and, you know, just easier to have around. And the daytime ones, I like those in the small bottles as well, even though I didn't buy any this time. I had enough. I like those because they're easy to take to work, or easy to put in your purse if you might need it for later. And then, always am I stocking up on the reading glasses at It's a Buck. I was at Walmart one time, and there was a man trying some glasses on, and they were like $12 a pair. And I said, yeah, random stranger chatted. But I said, hey, you know, do you need those real bad? He goes, I just keep losing them. I said, well, you know, you can go to the dollar store and get them for $1 instead of $12. I said, if you keep losing them, you can go buy 12 pair and you won't lose as many. And he just looked at me, and he put the glasses down and he walked away. And I don't know if he went to the Dollar Tree to buy them, or if he just thought, you know what, I'll come back when this weird lady isn't telling me not to buy glasses. I don't know. So also, I like my essential oils. We know that. And they have these roll-on peppermints. And I bought one to see if I would like it. And they're really scented nicely. And the carrier oil is sweet almond. And so these are nice. They work nice. And if you redo essential oils, or if you make your own, you know that roll-on bottle alone is $1. I don't think you can reuse these ones, though. Some of the bottles are reusable. I don't think these ones are. And then, let's jump over to, I forgot this one. This is something I try to get almost every time. I think I'm up to 4 bottles of this now in storage, so I feel like I'm good for a while. It's just that when my grandson's here and we have burgers, because he loves burgers, we go through a lot of this. We dip everything in it. Heck, I even made chicken salad and put it on my chicken salad. So we got that. If you haven't tried it, it's definitely worth a try. This chicken dipping sauce. Oh, it's really good. It's really sweet, though, too. So, and read your label, because technically, the way I read labels, I shouldn't be eating that. But the last thing I got was from Aldi. I stocked up on this. My husband brought home one bag, and he wasn't sure if we would like it, and we loved it. It's the Priano tomato and mozzarella tortellini. Unfortunately, they're not going to have it again until next spring, fall, no, not spring, summer or fall, because that's the way Aldi is. They get things in only once a year. But this is really good, and I'm going to make this, and it's going to go in the freeze dryer, and then I'll pack it up in Mylar. So that's it. Those are this week's preps. It was quite a bit. I feel like with all these preps, I could probably take a week off, and I just might do that. Okay, so let me know in the comments. Are you prepping anything today? Were your preps week preps, day preps, or let me know what you're doing. Okay, thanks for watching, and talk to y'all later.